I gave half my lottery winnings to my ex. Now my girlfriend's furious. I'm 35 male and was with my ex from school until 5 years ago. We have a child together too that we both co-parent really well. We never fell out and with each other, but the love and attraction has all gone. She cheated on me, but there's more to the story than that, and it's not all on her. By the way, this comes from Throwaway Lottery, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. So, 2 years ago, I happened to win around £4 million on the lottery. My first thought was my child. I wanted him to grow up with an equal life like he has mine. And the less stress his parents have, the less stress he has. I decided to split the win with my ex. We have both been sensible with the money. I quit my job as mechanic, took my sports and football coaching badges, and with a friend, we started a business going around primary schools doing classes in all sorts of sports and fitness, and also helping out local sports clubs and teams with coaching and methods, etc. It will never make us rich, but we make around 1.5 times the national average wage. I bought a 300k pound house and a 40k pound car, and that's about it. My ex opened up a beauty salon that's doing really well and also bought herself a house. I met my current girlfriend on a night out around 6 months ago. Things have been going well. She knows I won the lottery, and that's why I've got a nicer house and car than my income would normally provide, and why I like to go away on a couple of nice holidays a year. She's never asked for anything from me materially, and kept insisting on covering half the dates, despite me offering to pay every time. We are getting more serious, but nowhere near moving in or anything like that, or her meeting my son yet. It all came to a head last week when the subject of my ex came up, and my girlfriend said how nice her beauty salon is. We were with a couple of my friends, and one of them said, "It should be nice, Sam paid for it." She asked what he was talking about, and before I could answer, my friend said, "He gave her 2 million quid." My girlfriend was quiet for the rest of the night. And then when we got back to mine, she exploded and said, "I was still in love with her, and that's why I gave her the money." She said that I wasn't normal, that no wonder a lottery winner only lives in a house like this and drives a crap car when I gave half away, that I was a gullible simp, how embarrassed she is by me, how we could be set up for life with that money and never work again, etc., etc. It went on for so long, I told her to leave as I'm going to bed and not listening to this anymore. I haven't seen her since, and she hasn't answered my calls or replied to my messages, apart from the odd insults, until today, when she said that the only way she could stay with me is if I ask my ex for whatever money she has left to be returned to me so she can save face. I told her no, and I'm done with her. She again accused me of trying to buy back my ex, and I blocked her. Is this going to be a problem I have with other women going forward? Am I the a-hole for this? New York City Storyteller says, "LOL, it may be a problem for other women you date going forward, but that's a good way to weed out them method. Someone who properly loves you will see that you're a good man who took care of the mother of his child and ensured that both of you can have a good life, even though you're no longer together. I think it's a green flag." Opie says, "Thank you so much for putting my mind at ease. I was starting to think I'd done something wrong, but I didn't know what." New York City Storyteller says, "Some people will say you did too much, but at the time of your win, you and your ex had only been separated for a couple of years. And if you had won it, when you were still together, you would have split it 50-50. I imagine it makes a lot of things easier for you as a co-parent, knowing that you split the win with her, since she can never really say that you owe her anything for your child, and your child is well provided for." Opie says, "It just felt right, because what's the point in my son having one rich parent and one struggling parent?" Prepare to do battle says, "You did a good thing for the benefit of your child and your child's mother. Well done." OP replying to a deleted comment, "I agree, but it's surprising as she never asked for anything before. Even when her car broke down and I fixed it, she tried to offer me money for it." Maxwell Killmill says, "She's playing the long game, brother." That's why she erupted in anger, because she realized she made a bad bet that wasn't going to pay off like she was plotting. OP says, "That's what my friend said. He said she was going to act like this until she had her feet under the table." Captain Clock says, "Your friend is correct. You did it to give your kid a stable life in both households. That, and you seem to have no ill will towards your ex. Lots of people can't say that. Her misguided belief that we wouldn't have to work is all that needs to be said. You decided to still work in a different venture. She was planning to not work at all, and live off you. I'd say you got to see the true her before getting on any further. It's only been a short while. I'd walk and something else will come up. 5 days later, she unblocked me and asked for forgiveness. But I said no. It's gone too far, and for me, it's over. She didn't take it very well, and I got bombarded with harmful messages for a day or two. But they've stopped today, as have the phone calls from a withheld number. A few people asked on the last post why I gave my ex half rather than put it in savings for our kid. Between us, we have nearly $1 million that we have put aside for him that cannot be touched and will earn interest over the years. As for the cheating, which a lot of people mentioned, we were each other's firsts for everything, and we talked about it and both admitted a few years we felt a touch of regret. We both agreed to menage a trois. So over the course of the next year or so, we had them with a few men and a few women. Unfortunately, she ended up catching feelings for one of the men. Not the end of the world and no reason for us to fall out. You're a real man. You know that, right? Like a real good one. Sacrificing half your wealth for the betterment of your child was a real power move in the realm of maturity, in my opinion. A significantly more stable life because of your decision, and receive the myriad of mental health benefits that accompany that. Be proud of yourself, and screw the gold digger. Someone like that isn't worth a second thought to a man of your caliber. You're making me blush. Thank you. Darkness GG says, not the a-hole. She's the woman you have a kid with, and you two did each other solid by trying to move forward together and being mature enough to split amicably and still set enough aside for your joint child. The money, I think, is fair. Whatever money you guys had before split, earned, /won would be joint. But even afterwards, taking care of the people that mean something to you is a responsible thing to do. Your girlfriend shouldn't be involved with your money. And folks, that is the end of that story.